let us finish this. We'll see where it takes us, where it like hard save to. We might rewind a bit. Ah, a few days later. So we've saved the world. We stopped the two universes from basically going. We stopped Safi from destroying everything. It's a bit screwed up. Don't worry about that. Oh, also, yeah, people are like now both versions combined, which means they have weird conflicting memories. So we're going to have a bit of a chat with different people about this. Everyone remembers stuff. I don't know how much the shapeshifter element has come into it, but they do know Safi's behind a fair bit. So we might have to talk some people down. Yeah, Safi turned into Amanda before the choice I made. Yeah. And what I will say about that was, like, writing wise, very well done, because yeah, like, it's a clear boundary that we made. And it is very much, it feels like she knows she crossed that boundary. But yeah. That's a whole can of worms. But Safi is, to be fair, Safi said she is going to go. Did say she's going to go off and basically form, yeah, like Xavier's School of Gifted Individuals. Is that the like publicity name for it? I can't remember. But she's going to go off and basically find other people with powers, and then she's going to come back for us, which I think is quite nice because it means we have a possibility of uniting all the games, which I'm very much up for. Like, sorry if you're a Marvel fan, but fuck Avengers Assembling. I'm here for this. I'm here for this because, like, there's a lot of linkage already with the games, and I would love to see some of the characters interacting. Max does still have her powers, so she's all good. Safi's still got hers. There is no Storm. A bit worried when Max went, "We're not doing this," and ran into the storm. Also threw the gun into the storm. Like, for a moment, I was very concerned that was going to ping back round. But it seems that we have, I don't want to say fixed things, but stopped the collapse of everything. Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. There we go. Lucas is still a last. We will have a chat. Thank you to Swift Index for the follow. So we're just going to have a little ping through the phone again. We did sort of start this last time, and then we were like, no, we cannot. We can't speed run through this. That would be a bit of a fuck you to the rest of the game. So we were going to come. We said we'll come back to it first thing, and then we can take the time with people to talk. So Moses, we gave Moses the cat, Quentin. It seems to be getting on very well, which is lovely. My first time being out the apartment since I got my new roommate. I'm experiencing separation anxiety. Oh, very cute. I think Safi wants to reveal people to that they exist to the world. Like, what is Safi's goal? This is the thing. Is she going Magneto or is she going Professor X? Like, where are we going with this? I'm here for either. As we've kind of been saying throughout, Safi gives very Agatha energy to the extent that it was Safi all along. So I would be very good with her coming back as either or, frankly. Max would be very, very upset. I'm sure there would be a lot of broken friendships. But, like, the person playing Safi needs to be in more games, please. Just in more stuff. Yes. Love this. Also, hello. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Hang on a minute. That's just general chats and stuff like that. It sounds like the storm was big enough and existed that her parents heard about it. So it's been on like the weather news. It's been on national news. We figured things are still down your area. You don't have phone access. Please give us a thing. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll call you later. Thank God you're all right. Okay.
No more lies. No more hiding.
That's wild, though. Yeah.
They're all waiting for me at the Snapping Turtle.
Okay, fun. Let's just have a quick run round here because there are people like Loretta and that we want to be able to talk to but not rush through. So that's why we're like, we talked to Loretta who's just down here, and then we were like, shit, no, we can't speed run this.
You didn't answer my texts.
I didn't know what to say. You start out a friendship to win a small cash prize in a campus-wide game of Assassins. And you end with, yo, did you catch that insane mindstorm the other day? Do you remember way too many events happening on top of each other?
You could have asked that. I would have said yes, I do. And yeah, that shit was crazy. I'm sorry, Tim.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. I remember being a huge dick to you when I was drunk.
Yeah, so do I. It sucked.
But I also remember you totally betraying me and taking the money for yourself. Did that happen?
I don't know. Probably? I have the money. All $500 of it.
You need the assassin's money to see your sister?
Yeah, she's getting surgery and I'm gonna hang with her while she recovers. Didn't I tell you that?
You said you wanted to visit her. I didn't know about the surgery part.
I didn't think you'd care.
Alice, what have I ever done to make you think I wouldn't care? That's why you were pissed at me, right? I cared too much?
It's not that you cared too much. It's that you expected something from me without even bothering to tell me what it was.
Alice, I'm sorry.
Look, I'll give you your half of the money. You earned it. Best assassin's buddy a chick could ask for.
No, you needed to visit family. I was just gonna buy video games with it.
Video games are important.
Just bring me back something from Portland.
Like what?
I don't know, a Portland thing. Hemp?
You can get hemp here.
Bring me Portland hemp.
You're so weird. Okay, dude.
Like, yeah, reality's colliding, trying to unpack all of that. That's what
The
everybody's
Snapping
dealing with.
Turtle's just across the bridge. People are waiting for me there.
Just hold your horses.
Hey there. Miss Caulfield. Sorry. I'm still kind of on edge. When the storm started, I followed Lucas to that rundown bowling alley.
Shit. You were there too?
Then everything stopped making sense.
I'm so sorry, Loretta.
So,
I
cheers,
had no
Duster.
idea.
Noted.
Trust me. It's over now.
So, do you also remember that there were like 2 of you? And now they're fighting for space in your head?
Well, it didn't work the same way for me. But that's because... Wait. Are you asking on the record?
Not yet. I'm still doing research. Why? Do you know something?
You wouldn't believe me even if I told you.
I'll text you when I'm ready to do interviews.
See, that's kind of chill. We're ending in a good place with her. She's not that bad. Yeah, compared to Victoria, who has also mellowed with age, we follow her on socials, etc. She's not that bad at all. I thought she was going to be a massive bitch, but she's just a little bitch. She's a tiny, weeny little
Loretta.
bitch.
Can I grab a picture of you real quick?
To immortalize this calamity of a semester? Sure. Why not?
Also, I think it's worth noting that Max is technically a teacher, so is a higher point of authority anyway. So Loretta can't be as much of a bitch. You know? What are these posts you're making? They're terrible. Right, let's go see Lucas. Get that done and out of the way, and then we'll go and see everyone at the turtle.
Huh. Guess the Safi Memorial is no longer here. Or maybe never was. After all the storm shenanigans.
Oh, I was going to say, is the cat okay that was down there? But yes, the cat, it must be the same cat that was Quentin with Moses. So it's fine. Quentin was not there when this went down. Right. Schrodinger's Memorial. I like how he just sort of went, it's peak, like, cat lottery behaviour. Just sort of went, hi, I'm coming in. Right, fuck you, this is mine now.
Working on your new book? Maybe you should switch to science fiction.
Max. Are you going to tell me what the hell I went through? Or do I have to spend the next decade in therapy?
Both.
I don't really know how to explain what happened. But you should think of it as a second chance.
One step ahead of you. I'm working on my apology as we speak. What do you say? Give a guy some constructive feedback?
Give it to me.
It's a little rough, granted.
I hope the gracious hand of empathy backhands you into a ditch, Lucas.
Right. So we've seen enough of these, like, apologies over the years, haven't we, everybody? Fucking hell. To my fans and other interested parties, by now I'm sure you've heard the rumours swirling about me, and I assume that social media being what it is, many of you have already drawn your conclusions and will not be swayed by any apology I make, no matter how grounded or sincere. It's nothing to do with being swayed, buddy. Take that out. To those that fall under that sad umbrella, I'm afraid this is where we part ways. Like, that needs to fuck off immediately. But those of you willing to extend the gracious hand of empathy to the one who has erred, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Right. So, let's... By now, I'm sure you've heard the rumours swirling about me. Stop. Delete entire rest of paragraph. I don't need, like, that's your shit. No. To start off, or just I want to apologise for any hurt this has caused my long-term fans and supporters, and those who have held wilder beasts than these with so much affection in their hearts. I pray you will not let this affect those emotions. Emotions aren't good or bad, they just are. Fuck that right off. Jesus Christ. Does he not have a PR? Where's his agent? Maybe his agent dropped him, to be fair. I do like the ownership of I apologise for any hurt this has caused. I'd probably remove my long-term fans and supporters because it's also hurting other people who have nothing to do with being a fan of yours. And maybe also get rid of those who've held wilder beasts than these with so much affection in their hearts. I don't know. A bit too self-referential still. Secondly, I want to express my sincere regret under what circumstances the book came into the world. Going forward, a percentage of all royalties will be donated to a national organisation dedicated to preventing death by suicide. Fair play on the donations, but a percentage of all royalties? I think you mean all royalties. I mean, like, I'm not expecting you to back pay it. It would be good. The rest goes to Maya's family. All that, yes, yes. Oh, fucking terrible. Also, to my fans and other interested parties as well, like, it's very standoffish. This entire thing is very standoffish. Like, it's not an honest apology. It comes off as passive. I mean, I will say that, you know, sometimes plain speaking can come off as a bit standoffish, but there's also a lack of kind of ownership, because it's like, I want to express my sincere regret under what circumstances the book came into the world. What are those circumstances, Lucas? What did happen? What did cause a girl to drive herself to suicide? That's the bit you're just like, you're dancing around it the same way that Greg Wallace is dancing around accusations at the moment and saying that it's just middle-aged women and clearly it's their problem. Like, own your shit, buddy. So please enjoy that current event reference. Right.
Do you actually mean any of this?
Does it matter? At least no one can say I stole it. Not that they won't try.
So, what's your next move?
I'm not sure. Focusing on Robbie. I'm hoping he'll give me a second chance.
I think that's a good start.
That's probably the smartest thing you've ever said.
It's not like I can stay at Caledon. This place has been poisoned against me. Who's the victim now?
Excuse me. Are you fucking serious? Brilliantly written and acted, but also, fuck him. It's like you've been caught plagiarizing a student's work. Who, again, like, you can't stay here as a matter of disciplinary principle. It's got nothing to do with it being turned against you, buddy. You know, like, you cannot work here anymore. You probably can't work with students again. Historically, you should not have been here. You should have been fired when this shit went down in the first place. But because Mumsy, Yasmin, was trying to keep the scores high for the university, that's not what happened. Right.
Well, goodbye, Lucas. Good luck.
Excellent.
Yeah. You too.
Thanks, Max, for not... thank you. Just disengage. Oh. Right, well, that's him. Go to the turtle. Oh.
Yasmin. I haven't heard from her since the day she came out of surgery. Hello?
Hello, Maxine.
I feel like How's Your Shoulder is a better... just general sentence as well here. I think how's your mental health is a bit of a strong thing to open with. I assume that it's a bit more how are you doing? But let's lead with the shoulder, because she got shot in the shoulder, so it's a bit more of an immediate question.
How's your shoulder?
The bullet missed any major veins. But it will be months of physical therapy before I can use my arm.
Yasmin, what you saw during the storm...
I don't need an explanation. Not yet. If I try to understand, then there will be no room for my recovery.
Okay.
And I will recover. I have to find Safia.
Any news about your job? I heard the board,
I have been arguing with them. I made my mistakes, but these are offset by an excellent track record.
And did the board buy that?
They did not, no. I have been asked forced to step down. I love my daughter, Maxine, just like you. I am not a monster.
I haven't heard from Safi, if that's what you're trying to ask.
Oh. I had hoped. One moment. Excuse me. I'm apparently well past the appointed time to take my painkillers.
Until
Okay.
next time.
Ugh. She's I mean, yeah. She's an overbearing mum type. Like it does play into the like cultural overbearing mum, so like high performing child type vibe. Which is, as we've established, is basically what pressured Safi into discovering she had powers because she wanted to be someone else. But yeah, she's not picking up what's being put down. Like, that's the problem, is she's consistently, including covering up the Maya situation, like she's still not processing what actually is being said to her. She's like, I need to go find Safi, and it's like, no. It's a story of generational trauma with no happy ending. I mean, yeah. Safi is, I guess, off doing her own thing, so that's possibly a step towards
Just
that.
over the bridge to
Sorry.
the snapping
Sorry,
turtle,
Max.
You've done it dozens of times.
Sorry, I was busy. We were just establishing what was going down there.
Here goes nothing.
I know, no patience. No patience for me at all. Oh my god, also someone said earlier that 2 Amandas will be combined, and oh god, you're right. Oh god. Like, she knows that we does she know then that it's the same Max? Or can we get away with being like, that's a different us? Different time, different us? Oh, hello everybody. Hi.
Well,
Not a peep.
guess I'm not surprised. Would you come looking for us if you were her?
This is a go to your friends situation. Yeah.
Maybe we should go easy on her. Wait for her to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, we're not kissing Finn in the other time anyway, but also, So those two, maybe?
In the meantime,
Maybe.
Take your time. I'll be here when you're done.
Maybe the 2 Vins combined have made one slightly
I
decent
want to check
person,
on how everyone's doing first.
as opposed to massive assholes. So to answer the question, everyone in this zone at least has experienced 2 versions of themselves being smushed back together. Not sure how far it extends out, but it was a big enough storm that it did appear in the USA because Max's parents text her going, "Are you okay? They've said the power's out and people are affected. Please text us," etc. So, excuse me, I'm just gonna get photos
What
of
do you
everyone.
say to a picture? For old time's sake?
Because why not?
Moses has hypothermia.
Oh fucking hell!
And now, crippling anxiety.
I can never have enough shots of Moses.
What are you doing? You ridiculous man. There. Yes, AWE. Yeah. Very, like, at one point, it's very AWE Remedyverse. Like, in a good way. There's some actually quite, like, weird little, almost horror moments. when it's really going down that are really like it. This is ridiculously well done. I wasn't sure before we went into it because obviously it's kind of having to rely heavily on Max because it's everything else is new. But it's worked really well. I do think that like Deck 9 have built every time they've done a Life is Strange, it's gotten a better plot, but also just characterization and shit is just really good. So, also, like, this has not felt... Like, there are certain points where it's just been, like, non-stop. And, like, whilst we have predicted a couple of things, I think predominantly it's kept us on our toes. I think... Can I just talk to everyone? Okay. Sorry, I'm not entirely sure if there's, like,
You're the
someone
one
who
who's
will
been texting me for days.
finish it. Hello?
Well, you're the only person who was there. Who else am I gonna text?
Max was there.
Max has stuff. I didn't want to bother her.
Hey, Max. Our Lady of the Storm.
Wow, let's not do that. How are you guys holding up?
Oh, my whole world has been rocked. You rocked my world.
I remember a bunch of things happening that I plan to repress until I have a spectacular nervous breakdown at age 40.
Oh, I mean, you should try therapy, but at the same time, this has been like one version of Vin is kind of a nice guy underneath everything. He just needs the right person, and also a kick up his ass, which Yasmin not being here to pressure and threaten him, and also Lucas doing that, probably it. Robbie is in love with Vin to the extent that he has written poetry about him. Who am I to attempt to deny an attempt?
At least you're in this together.
Yeah. I don't know what I would
Oh,
have done if I
Reggie,
was there
not
for myself.
I keep calling him Lucas's
For
son.
now, I just want to
Robbie.
get through this election.
Oh, right. The Abraxas election. So you're not stepping down?
I'd ask how you know that, but at this point, Caulfield, if you grew another head, I wouldn't even blink.
I'll get right on that.
Consistently, I've confused Reggie and Robbie as names. I feel like that's a tiny mistake the game makes.
So, have you heard from her at all?
Do you guys mind if I take a picture?
Hell yes. Put us in the next Caulfield collection.
Oh, Safi's made a post. Safi has made a crosstalk post.
They're kind of a cute couple, honestly.
Let's retake that. Oh, there was a shove happening. Hang on, let's see if we can. That's not getting closer. Oh, it is. Oh my god. Oh. No, that's a weird smile that Robbie does. There we go. Sorted. Fixed it. That's kind of cute. Just don't be a dickhead to him, or I will put myself into the game and beat your ass up. Reggie, stop it. Look, it's Robbie.
Diamond's
Reggie,
gonna be
you know
pissed
what I
you aren't
mean.
stepping down.
Diamond's always pissed.
Do you really think you can beat her? People like her
Don't
a
bully
lot.
me. I've got a
She's
disability. I think it genuinely is because they both start with R and end in IE. Reggie, Robbie. Like, they kind of sound the same. So, like, in my head, it's just like, bup, bup, bup. Thanks, Brain. Hey, Soph. I'm being bullied by chat. Which isn't new, I know. Hello. The water is rising. Vengeance is a live thing. It breathes and bleeds, starves and hungers. I wear a cloth of mourning, suffocating in its black. Silence is also a blunt weapon, also a poison, also a noose. Uh-huh. Well, that's from before she went. Okay, well that's not giving Professor X vibes, is it? That's giving, hello, I'm Magneto. I'm such a fucking hardcore little bitch that I'm predominantly thinking both Magnetos for the films are valid. But the Ian McKellen bit where he basically uses the hemoglobin, the iron in someone's blood to break out of that jail cell is particularly good. Like, it's very silly, but I loved it. I would happily, if Safi came back as either, I'd be delighted, but I do think it is a waste of the actress to not let her go full villain. Because she has the range. Oh. It's a bit wild to post up to socials. I mean, she is a poet. So but it is, you know, when everything's gone down and then you're doing a runner, is a lot. Excuse me, in high school I knew a punk chick with the worst fashion sense, or so I thought. Oh, this is about rude. I'm not an official voice at Caladan anymore, but please take care of each other. The storm last week was traumatic for everyone. Oh, Gwen. Also, Joyce. Oh, Joyce has updated her profile picture. Oh no, this is not our phone. This is her account. Never mind. She's on about baking. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. Joyce is trying to date. It's not going well. I'm coming out of this
He's
phone.
popular.
God. Right.
Of
Yeah, it's a
course
declaration of
I
war.
can beat
Exactly.
Max,
Oh, hello.
sorry. You're gonna explain what happened, right?
Hey.
I-
You okay?
Can I talk to Amanda, please?
What do you think it all means? Why you? Or Safi?
I'm still trying to understand. I didn't know anyone else had powers until I met Safi.
That must have been a revelation.
You have no idea.
How are we supposed to walk around knowing something like that could happen?
You already handle that every day.
This
Anything
isn't
could
comforting.
happen at any moment.
Ignore Max.
Could be
Holy
hit by a
shit.
car, struck by lightning.
Is this your pep talk?
Terrible. Terrible, terrible. Please let me talk to Amanda. Holy shit, please let me talk to Amanda. It's highly important. Oh. Gonna say. This just cuts to another scene. It did say everyone in the bar, but Diamond was so, like, suddenly engaging. I was worried. I'm just pressing snooze on the ads. Does that mean Joyce divorced David? I think so. Lucas has posted something. What? Hang on. No, it's alright, I was just seeing what the odd was. Much has been written about the proverbial calm before the storm. Yeah, what of the calm that follows? Coming to terms with the enormity of existential dread, the one you survived, and are left to pick up the pieces of your life. Yet, like Prospero, the tempest sends me out into the unknown. Yeah, compare yourself to Prospero, sure. The mystery is the point, I suppose. I hope I'm only brave enough to face whatever may come head on. To that end, I work on a statement that addresses the claims made about me at the recent Krampus on Campus event. Please extend your grace to me and to all of us as I choose the right words. Fuck off. Yes, Prospero, the famously likable character that doesn't at all misuse women in some way. You are allowed to spoil Life is Strange 2 here. I think I referenced Daniel previously last week. Yeah, Prospero's the wizard dad is the wizard dad of the Tempest, is he not? The guy who holds Ariel hostage as his like little spirit friend. And God, is it Ophelia that's his daughter? He's just a bit of a shit. Also thinks himself hot shit, so I suppose it is quite a fair comparison. I'm a bit rusty. But it is, Prospero is the dude on the island.
Everyone looks kind of shell-shocked. They could
Yes.
probably
Oh yeah,
use
he
some
appears in
words of
Life is Strange
comfort.
2. He enjoys Separated. Thank you. Yes, that was it. Yes, thank you. So that is known. We just sort of collectively forgot. She did. I think in the text she does actually also briefly say at one point about no longer being with David. Also separated if Chloe lives. Okay, good to. Well, not. I guess good to know because David was a bit of a shit, but bad for Joyce's just general life. Oh, Joyce dies in that ending. Oh, okay then. I guess I don't worry about Joyce's love life then. Good lord. Right. Okay.
So you're Super Max. Guess your secret identity's gone, huh?
I wanted to tell you.
But you couldn't. Just like with the Maya thing. Any more secrets, or do I finally get to know you now?
Would you really have believed me, though? If I had told you?
It is pretty insane. You know, I remember rejecting you. And then you just found a version of me that still wanted you.
That's the bit I'm...
A pretty cool trick. But kind of fucked up.
Yep. Yeah.
Where does that leave us? I'd understand if this changes things.
I don't know if I can answer that right now.
That's fair.
All of this scares the shit out of me, honestly. If it weren't you, I don't know how down I would be to play Lois Lane. But it is you. And I like you.
Oh.
I think I need time to sort out my shit. Give me a little. And then who knows? Maybe you can win me back.
Challenge accepted.
The bisexual chaos has unfortunately bitten Max in the ass. Oh, you fucked it. It is very fair, though. She is too precious.
I think that's everyone. Okay, Moses. Let's give them the talk.
You avoided romancing Amanda partly because you saw the dead world as the real one. Oh, so did you... What, when you came back round to this, was she just like... You were good. Let's, like... Does that actually... Does that matter? I sort of accidentally did it and then was like there. But then arguably you have the iconic date scene. Yes, Begrini. Basically, at the start of the game, your best friend dies, and Max is so upset that she accidentally, like... I don't know if she does it, but there ends up being two versions of the world. Dead world, where Safi's dead, and living world, where Safi's alive. We're now in the space where we've managed to somehow fix it and they're both combined and Safi's alive. But as a result, everyone can remember both things at once, including us accidentally dating Amanda when the dead world Amanda was like, you've been through a lot. I think we need to wait.
I don't want to keep Moses waiting.
You should.
This is pretty important.
You should wait just a sec, Moses. So, yeah. Bit awkward. Oh, I do want to take a photo of her, though.
One more photo for the road?
Sure. You keep at this, I'm gonna have to start charging a modeling fee.
Ha ha.
It was an amazing scene though. It was fucking like electric. But done. Sorted. But yeah, we didn't think through the consequences of our actions. We didn't think that one day the worlds would combine.
That storm seems kind of evil, all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hey, Diamond. I'd like to get a photo for the end of the year. Mind if I...
Okay.
It was very huge Christmas romance.
I was
energy. It
hoping
was
she'd
great.
be a little more enthused, but...
Oh dear. Yeah, previously we just rewound time. We didn't mash timelines together,
Do
so
you
it
blame
didn't occur
Safi
to
for
us.
what happened?
I just want to know she's okay.
Not an answer.
Moses. But no, it's a great game. I would heartily recommend playing or watching.
Everyone's pretty
Like,
shell-shocked.
it starts as a murder mystery, and it just...
How about you? Still excited to have double memories?
I can't be the only one. Seriously? Come on, it's fascinating.
I don't know if Diamond's fallen for Moses. We know she's fallen for someone, the wrong person. If it's not
What
Moses...
if Safi really does come back?
Is it Safi? Because Moses is outwardly
did some
gay and
terrible
has a
things,
partner.
Max. And you basically gave her your seal of approval.
I didn't give her a seal of approval. I tried to talk her down from basically fucking everything up. Because the alternative was we were going to have to probably shoot her. Her mum might die, and we wouldn't necessarily fix everything.
I'm not giving up on Safi. You shouldn't either.
Jeez, Max, nobody's writing her off. But I hate being scared of my best friend.
Hey. We're a team, right? I'll handle it with you.
Yes.
No more hiding or running away.
Bit of an ask, but fine.
Do you think you'll ever go back to Arcadia Bay?
Yeah. One day.
But yeah, we're very much the Professor X of this scenario, and Safi's going to be Magneto, and it's going to be a bit awkward.
I think it's starting to make sense. And I'll try to get it right. To have you on my side, I feel fine some days. I just wanna get it right.
I think it's time I explained a few things.
That I won't have to try sometimes. Sometimes
It won't always make sense. And I'm not proud of every decision I made. But
you don't walk away like the rest do. And suddenly I have so much more I could
it's the truth. What's coming next is going to be difficult. For all of us.
on my side.
But we're going to get through it together. I promise.
I just wanna get it right. And I know that I won't have to try.
This time, I'm not going anywhere.
I'm here for a sequel baiting. That shit. This is what I mean, like, this is actually, in my opinion, narrative-wise, this is the strongest. True Colors is really good. But, this is doing, like, a lot of complex narrative stuff, weaving ideas that True Colors doesn't necessarily do. also a different flavour. It's doing something entirely different. Also enjoyable. But you know me, I love a murder mystery. Stronger than the first. Yeah, oh, easily. First game is weak. It's an iconic game for the times, for many different communities, but it is held back by the writing. And also the lack of mocap, I think, when you're writing a character who is quite internalized. Facial expressions go a long way towards selling that. So, no, I think, like, miles better. It knows what it was doing as well, because at one point in this, Max comes up to people and goes, "Hello, fellow kids," which is a joke because she's an artist in residence, but it is also, that is how the writing consistently felt with the first game. Also, like, any of the, like, sudden twists and leaps make a lot more sense in this, where there's a lot less of us going, "What?" Also, casting-wise, like, character choices, like, yes, love this. Like, we had a nice, diverse mix of people. You know? It was good. Also, yeah, Hannah Tell, not only playing Max, but also Safi Max was ridiculously good. Safi was absurd. Like, all of these people were really good. Props, you know, like, including Lucas. Like, says thank you to Marco. I'm sorry that I thought you were an absolute arsehole. Well played. Was it Agatha all along? Yes. That's the best part of it, was like all the way through with her mocap. Safi has got the very handsy, very Agatha energy in a good way. Like, not in a copying way. And also this would have been done separately. But, like, weirdly, we were like, it was Safi all along. It's so funny. Just really well done, you know? Like, there are also some great moments where it falls into the tropes of what you're expecting. So, like, the police detective turns up. I mean, I would say maybe that doesn't go anywhere is... Oh, also, ads are coming. It's probably the best time for ads to come. I kept trying to snooze them. We'll have a break before Dragon Age. Oh, they do explain what happens to him. He touches himself, and much like in Magic the Gathering with legendaries, two cannot exist on the same board, and they remove themselves entirely from existence. To the extent that his mother, 40 years ago, when he was supposed to be born, or was conceived, had some kind of bad stomach cramp that put her in the hospital. He's gone. He never existed. It's only if you read the text from Moses that you'll find that out. It doesn't, in the game, it doesn't go into it in detail. Unless you have Mirror Box. We did not have Mirror Box. Also, where is other Max, by the way? I mean, it doesn't matter now, but I would like to point out that Alive World Max never turned up. Safi was like, you weren't supposed to be here. Yeah, Max broke. I think Max broke the streams in that area. Or there's a weak point. I'm typing it as well because the ads potentially have done a blocking. Oh. No, that was good. I enjoyed that. How fast, when I do speed up, how fast is it? Is it gentle speed up? Oh, that's acceptable. It's still on the screen. It's not... because I'm conscious of maybe Safi was referring to our Max. Well, no, because when we broke in, when we discovered she'd broken into the cabin, she turned around and was just like, "You're not supposed to be here." And I don't know what that meant. It might not ever matter. So I like how I stopped so I could take my hands off the gesture. That's why you don't fuck with time paradox stuff. I'd imagine that because he touched himself, he created some sort of time paradox loop thing. And that's what happened. I don't know. I feel like that was a bit where maybe Moses could have maybe gone into like the explained the science behind it a bit more. Hello, if you were stuck in ads. Hello, hi. Moses, just to reiterate what I said in text. Like, we think it's only if you read the text from Moses that they say like Alderman doesn't exist anymore. I found a hospital record or medical record from his mum 40 years ago where she went to hospital with bad stomach cramps. So it's like there's a record of him being raised back then. In some way, let's not think about that too hard. But yeah, he just doesn't exist. I do agree though, I would have liked to maybe had a bit more leaning into that, but I guess it's like how many characters do you potentially sacrifice to that? There are certain questions like where is the other Max? If it's not like, we have to assume there's two Maxes because Safi must have had an interaction with a Max to get rid of that Max in a live world. So where is that Max? I don't think Safi had her killed or anything. I think she just managed to like get her out the house, but then Max never came back, and where's that memory of Max? So yeah, is there another Max? But then where is that Max if that's the case? But also Max could be the anchor between the timelines. But then it just, it just anchors itself on whether that conversation, whatever Safi, that throwaway line meant. And then also, we don't know. It seems that Max's response to Safi's death is what caused the split. But then is that a weird weak point anyway? But we can also assume, Max is not suffering the consequences that everyone else is because she is a temporal anomaly that could do this stuff. So yeah, it's maybe a tiny writing plot hole loop thing that we found. But I think in the grand scheme of everything, I'm all right with that stuff. I think I would have quite liked it maybe. I don't want to erase anyone else, but maybe leaning into that where did the detective go thing might have been an additional angle. But I think there was enough stuff going on campus already. I don't think we necessarily need, but also we potentially might have a sequel coming. So if that sequel potentially means that we get, we'll see. I like the Doctor remembers everything, apart from the stuff that gets put in a fucking pocket watch. But yes, how this compared to Don't Want Ones, bless Don't Nod. They try, but narrative is never their strong suit. Deck 9 absolutely runs with this stuff. It really clicks for them. So they're good. There's certain bits that maybe do need a bit work, but I think consistently they have improved on themselves. So I think they're Captain Spirit Life is Strange 2 onwards. It might be Before the Storm, I can't remember who did what, but True Colours is really good. And it builds on the stuff that Life is Strange sort of alludes to. There's vague flailing towards LGBT stuff in some places, whereas this is an out and out, to the extent that Steam, it's getting flagged by dickheads. So, like, there's stuff that it leans into a lot better in addition to the writing. It is a queer story. At one point, I was playing Pass or Smash with Vin, who's also a bisexual disaster in this. So 2 of them at the bar. And it was just like, I can't see Don't Nod doing this stuff and do it like... Oh, just across the board, there's some just really fun stuff. Safi's by, oh yeah, like, there are very few, at the very least in Double Exposure as well, the main cast, there are very few straight people. Moses is gay, Safi's bi, Max is bi, Finn is bi, Reggie is gay, don't know about Robbie, Lucas is a bella, we ignore him. Like, oh, Amanda is a lesbian. She has said she's self-identified as lesbian. But she's gay. By Planet Series, it's great. It really leans into all of that in a really good way. Sorry, is that the Colorado Office of some funding? Thank you. Thank you to the US government for some funding. Or whoever the fuck's involved. Gwen? Oh, Gwen, trans fucking icon queen. Hello. Who has a wife? Who has a wife? Just throw that in at the end. Oh, I loved Gwen. Oh my god. I really hope that actress is in more stuff. Fantastic voice, but also really good acting. Oh, hello. It's Diamond. What's going on here? Oh my god, a nosebleed. A nosebleed is the start of superpowers.
Shit.
It's time to get superpowers. Oh my god.
Shit.
Oh, X-Men Assemble. X-Men Assemble. I know that coach.
We're gonna have to get you a blood transfusion.
Oh, it was Safi.
What the fuck are you doing here?
All along.
You remember me. That's flattering. I've seen nosebleeds like that before. So you can run, or you can follow me and get some answers. Your choice.
Oh my god. Oh my god, she's going. Oh shit. Again, forget Avengers Assemble, forget your Marvel shit. Yes, that's yes. Thank you, yes. Yes, thank you. Oh. It's not just a sequel bait. There is a sequel. Would you join? Hi, Careless. Welcome to the very end of the game. We're just finishing off Life is Strange Double Exposure. And we are getting a sequel. So we're getting X-Men. We're getting X-Men and it's not the Brotherhood of Steel. That's from Fallout. Is it just the Brotherhood in X-Men? Gay, feminist. Well, they're both bi. So, bisexual. Chaos X-Men. Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, thank you. So we're getting Professor Max versus Magneto Safi, and I'm so fucking here for this. Whenever it happens, yes, thank you. Like, the moment that Safi had powers, my mind just went, wait a minute. Because they've never done it before. The closest we've gotten is the Captain Spirit Life is Strange 2 crossover. I was just like, wait a minute. Those fucking mutants. And then Safi's literally said she's going to go off into the world to find more of them. She started very quickly. I was just like, yes, mate. Oh, actually, I suppose she can kind of... Oh, this is a bit awkward, because her power is basically Jean Grey, Professor X vibes. I don't think she can read minds, but she's like, she can read emotions, right? Or is she just was she just pushing her emotions? It's like, could she theoretically like walk into a room and be like, that person that's one. I don't know. 68% of people accept or reject Safi that doesn't say accept or reject. Like, what have you done there? But fine. 68% of people accepted. She still believes in me. I was on... Oh, shit. I was clearly on a mission here because I did not have time to reflect at the bowling alley. I didn't have time to look books on the nightstand. I didn't comment on any graffiti. I was busy. A lot of people didn't find Loretta in the Storm. Actually, I think this is something where, like, when we're talking about critique of the game or criticism of the game, not in a fuck you, it's shit, in a, like, critical feedback way. There are quite a few areas where players miss things or don't do things, and I think it's because, and this is not in a bad way, there are too many things to click on. So, like, in some cases, I was in a busy rush because I was trying to stop time just, folding in on itself. So, oddly enough, it wasn't really occurring to me to look at books on the motel nightstand. Arguably, the motel nightstand was also getting a bit weird. So I think there are some bits, like, I didn't find Loretta in the Storm. I didn't see her. And I probably didn't realise I could go into that area. Again, not a huge criticism. I'm not that bothered. There was a lot of stuff to do. So I don't mind too much, but maybe for the next one. Maybe, I don't know. I did reminisce on Chloe's lockpick set, yes. Oh, I didn't realise, and I assume this is because I didn't find Loretta. I could have made it so she has a change of heart in how she reports stories, but no, she's still that same person. 73% of people do appear to have set up Reggie and Vin. Good times. Love that for us. Hopefully it goes well. 73% of people, Vin plans to run again, which actually is quite handy because it looks like Diamond has left. Gwen has chosen to move on from Caledon in mine. Which, like, I think that probably comes down to burning the USB footage and so forth. But good for her. Like, I think I'd have liked her to have stayed, but the committee did have a decision. They were dickheads. So, yeah. Also, I don't know how we deal with the whole, it wasn't actually me, it was a shapeshifter situation. 83% of players had the board forcing Yasmin out of the presidency. 12% have the voluntary step down, so I wonder if that 12% is Yasmin learning. I don't know. 50-50 if people didn't reflect after the storm in the North Quad. No, I was busy. I needed to go to the Turtle. 55% of people told Moses they weren't giving up on Safi. And 8% said they're done with her for good. 12% said that Safi was justified in what she did. So I've said I'm not giving up, which I think is the most open one I could be. I'm currently not giving up on her. But if she does come back and starts just being ridiculous, then we might have to deal with that situation. And she might have forgotten by then that I said if I had to put her down, I would. Because she asked me, and I was truthful. And I will stand by it. But no, I enjoyed that a lot. Thank you very much to Square Enix for providing code for this. There is a link in chat if you would like to look at the main page for this. You can also go and look at the various stores. I would definitely say if you've not tried True Colours as well, to give that one a go. Depends on how far back you want to go. They're all worth a play. Some are a little bit older than others, so again, some of the narrative is a bit rare. But yeah, they're a fun little set of games, especially if we do end up getting a sequel and people get pulled in. It's going to be interesting. Especially the two boys from Life is Strange 2. Like, I kind of want to know they're okay. Because, like, theirs is really one of the worst stories. It's really harrowing. And there is no... As far as I know, there's nothing that, like, tells us if they're okay in any of the games yet, so I'd love to, like, stumble across them. True Colours was also brilliant. Really good. So yeah, that's Life is Strange. Double exposure. And yeah, I eagerly await the sequel.